Well, a vintage plane rally recently concluded along South Africa's coast, and VOA's Carolyn tells us all about it.
Nearly a dozen vintage biplanes completed a month-long journey down the length of the African continent and landed in Stellenbosch, near Cape Town, recently. Many of the biplanes were built in the 1920s. The vintage air rally survived detention in Ethiopia, an emergency landing in Kenya, and 2 searches for a British retiree who flew off radar during their 12,000-kilometer adventure. The route took the pilots along some of the most scenic and evocative points in Africa. Pilots were euphoric over the scenic views.
We had the chance to surround the Cape and go all the way back up. That was great. It was a fantastic flight. It was one of the best flights we've done so far.
The planes did not always have a smooth flight.
If you can get one of these to fly 8,000 nautical miles and still be going well at the end, I think that's the achievement.
Last month, pilots were detained in Ethiopia because authorities were not informed in time of their arrival. The rally was suspended while diplomats scrambled to secure the release of the pilots and crew. The vintage aircraft are almost 100 years old.
This is a 1928 Travel Air, so it's 88-some years old. They have birthday coming up in December.
Pilots briefed their greeters on the highlights of their trip.
For me, I guess the highlight, too, besides Victoria Falls, was in Gora Gora, up at the top of the crater, landing there. So it was the oldest airplane to ever have landed at the top of the elevation there, and the oldest to take off, too. Yeah, so I have an African record, I guess.
Air rally pilots calculated the travel logistics.
126 hours to fly here from England. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Air pilots reflected on the highlights of touring Africa through the air.
We landed at the pyramids, just by the pyramids, and that has not been done for 80 years. So that's one of the highlights of the trip.
The rally turned out to be one of the photo op tours of a lifetime. Carolyn Turner, VOA News, Washington.